Today is our last day for PSL number 3. It's Thursday, day 4, and today is January 28th, 2016, so let's get started. Today we're going to be reviewing how to find the circumference in the area of a circle. For each of these 4 questions, I've just gone ahead and put the formula for circumference and area of a circle at the top. Remember that circumference is 2 times pi times radius, or 2 pi r, and that to find area of a circle, it's pi r squared. So for this first example, we've got I can talk, I promise. We have a diameter of 2. So in order to use these formulas, you'll notice that we need to have radius. So if our diameter is 2, our radius is going to be half of that. So half of 2 is 1. So for circumference, we're going to have 2 times pi times radius, which is 1. Let's put these together, and we get 2 pi for our circumference. And when you put them into the calculator, we're going to do the same as we've always been doing. You're going to do 2 times the pi button, and then you're going to round to the nearest tenths. So when you put it in the calculator, you get 6.28, da-da-da-da-da. Wow, that's really easy to read. So you're going to want to round these. You're going to look at your first number, and then the next one next to it. If the number is 5 or bigger, you're going to round up. So this 2 is going to become a 3. So our answer is 6.3. And then for our area, we're going to do pi times our radius, which was 1, but this one's squared. So to square it, we're going to do 1 times 1, which is just 1. So 1 pi is going to be 3.14. But because we want to round, we want to go to our second. This is not 5 or higher, so we're just going to keep it at 1. So our answer is 3.1. Number 2 is a circle with a diameter of 8 inches. So again, in order to use these formulas, both of them require that we use radius. If we have diameter, our radius is going to be half of that. So half of 8 is 4. So let's go ahead and start plugging stuff in. So for circumference, 2 times pi times radius of 4. Multiply 4 times 2 and you get 8 pi. So putting this into my calculator, I get 25.13. But now we're going to round, so you need to take a look at the second number. It's less than 5. So we're going to keep it at 25.1. And this one was in inches squared. Now for area, we're going to do pi radius squared. So this time our radius is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16 pi. So put 16 times pi into your calculator and you get 50.26. So take a look here. 6 is bigger than 5. So we're going to round up. So this is going to become 3. So our answer is 50.3 inches squared. Our next example is a radius of 11. So it's nice because this is already giving us our radius of 11. So our circumference equals 2 times pi times radius, which is 11. 11 times 2 is 22 pi. Putting that in a calculator, I get 69.11. So we're going to round. We're going to look here. We're less than 5, so we're going to keep it at 69.1. And this is also in inches. And now for area, we've got pi r squared, which is 11 for radius. 11 times 11 is 121 pi. So this one's a little bit bigger. So when we put that into the calculator, we get 380.13. This number here is not 5 or higher, so we're going to just keep it at 380.1 square inches. Example 4, we have a circle with a radius of 6 yards. So to do circumference, we're going to use 2 pi r. 2 times pi times a radius of 6. Multiply together, we get 12 pi. And 12 times pi button is 37.69. And we're going to round. So looking at 9, this is going to round up. So 6 goes up to 7. So our answer for circumference is 37.7, and this one's square yards. Our area is pi times a radius of 6 and square that. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times the pi button, we get 113.09. Our last one to round, so 9 is bigger, so 0 goes up to 1. So our answer is 113.1 square yards. For our last two examples, we're going to be finding the equation when given a line that is on a graph. So the first thing we need to do is to find our slope, and there's two ways you could find slope. You could do where you take one point and you find another point, and then you rise. How far do you rise over run? So if we were going to do it this way, we rise. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So our rise is 4, and then our run, is 1, 2, 3. So our run is 3. Another thing you could do is if you wanted to use your slope formula, and you could use the 2 points that are given, but this is going to be a little bit more work. However, it would work and you'd still get the same answer. But I'm just going to use rise over run, so I get 4 over 3 for my slope. The next thing that we need to find is our b, which is our y-intercept. The y-intercept is going to tell us where does it cross the y-axis, so this line that I just highlighted. I'm going to go to the spot where it crosses the y-axis, which is right here. So when x is 0, y is -5. And then to write our equation, we're just going to come back to where we were up here with the y equals mx plus b, our slope-intercept form. We're going to keep y. We're going to substitute 4/3 in this example for our slope. Keep our x, and then we're going to substitute -5 for our b. So the slope of that equation is y equals 4/3 x minus 5. Our last problem, we're going to do the same thing. Again, we're going to use slope-intercept form to write our final equation. But first we have to figure out our slope, and we have to figure out our y-intercept. So to find slope, we're going to do rise over run. Always moving, though, from left to right. We're going to notice on this one that we are actually falling. So we're not going to rise at all. We're actually going to fall and then run. So we're going to fall on this one, 2. And then our run is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get a rise over run of 2 over 4, but that can be simplified because both of these are divisible by 2. So it becomes 1 over 2. So our slope is 1/2. Now for our y-intercept, we want to find out what the value is when we cross the y-axis. So I need to find the point where we intercept the y, which is right here. So when x is 0, y is going to be equal to 1. So now we have our slope and our intercept, and we're ready to write our equation. So we're going to keep our y, and we're going to plug in our slope, which is 1/2. We're going to keep x, and then we're going to add to that our y-intercept, which was 1. So the slope for this line is, the equation for this line is y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So you are now finished with PSL number 3. Make sure that your PSL is complete for all of the days. It is due tomorrow, and you can use it to help you on your quiz, so make sure that you hold on to it, but then also don't forget to hand it in so that you can get credit for it this week. All right, good luck tomorrow, guys. I hope you can do well on the quiz. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me today.